Hello, this is Glenn Lader from the National Weather Service in Tucson. This video will explain what type of weather is in store for southeast Arizona this late winter and spring. Abnormally warm temperatures have been very persistent this winter due to a strong ridge of high pressure that has been dominating the weather across the desert southwest. During the last 4 months, consisting of October, November, December, and January, Tucson has recorded the warmest November and January on record and the second warmest October and December on record. This graphic depicts that temperatures are averaging 2 to 6 degrees above normal across most of southeast Arizona. Significant rainfall continues to elude the region as winter presses on towards spring. The top graphic depicts the observed precipitation for the past 90 days, with most of the region seeing anywhere from 1/10 of an inch to upwards of 2 inches on some of the mountain peaks. These values are generally 25% or less of normal for this period, as shown in the bottom image. The official temperature outlook from the Climate Prediction Center calls for a better chance of being warmer than normal across much of the southern United States February and continuing this spring. This is shown in dark orange. The precipitation outlook indicates in light brown the areas where a drier than average late winter and spring is the most likely outcome. Shown here are the normal precipitation totals for selected locations in southeast Arizona from February through May. Though most of the precipitation typically occurs in February and March, when wind weather systems still have the potential to impact southeast Arizona. Most valley locations normally receive 1 to 3 inches during the 4-month period. Kitt Peak and other high elevation sites typically receive even more precipitation. So with the current forecast for drier than normal, most locations would not see totals this high. Our current drought state is now in severe drought across just about the entire area. Given the expectation of below normal precipitation into the spring, severe drought will likely persist. Should the forecast of below normal precipitation come to fruition, increased drought development to extreme drought is possible as the spring progresses. One factor that goes into the outlook is whether Pacific Ocean temperatures are warmer or colder than normal. Simply put, El Niño means that Pacific Ocean temperatures are warmer than normal, and La Niña means they are colder than normal. More specifically, the sea surface temperatures in a certain section of the eastern tropical Pacific called the Niño 3.4 region, as shown in the top map, are at least half a degree Celsius above normal for El Niño, or a half degree Celsius more colder than normal for La Niña. Also, those warm or cold ocean temperatures need to be observed for 5 consecutive overlapping 3-month periods. As of late January 2018, we're in the midst of a weak La Niña and on the cusp of a moderate event should below normal ocean temperatures continue to persist. These maps show the prevailing jet stream positions during El Niño and La Niña during the winter season. During an El Niño winter and into spring, the warmer ocean temperatures generally results in southern track of the jet stream to predominantly favor the southern tier of the United States. This usually steers weather systems across our area and brings wetter than average weather to Arizona, especially southern Arizona. By contrast, La Niña winters and into spring are characterized by the jet stream being diverted away from Arizona, which usually results in dry weather for us. La Niña is certainly a contributing factor in our dry weather pattern this winter and looks to continue into the spring. Even with the dry winter that is now nearing an end, that doesn't mean we still won't get a late winter storm or two. Remember, these storms can still bring periods of heavy precipitation, wind, and freezing temperatures that can cause hazards for motorists and other impacts. As winter heads into spring, our focus will be turning towards fire weather. Given how dry it has been, we're now starting to look at the fire season as we head into the normally active spring season for fires. This graphic looks at fuel moisture values averaged across our region. More specifically, this one graphic depicts 1,000-hour fuels, which are larger fuels and track the longer-term drought and moisture trends best. The fuel moisture is currently near an all-time minimum for this time of year, which is certainly an ominous sign heading into the fire season. A couple of good precipitation events would certainly help the shorter-term trends, but the positive impact would fade after a week or two. However, at this time, it's certainly heading towards a potentially busy fire season. Thanks for listening to this presentation. For additional information about climate prediction, La Niña, winter weather, fire weather, and preparedness, see the websites listed here. Many of these are linked from the National Weather Service Tucson website, weather.gov/Tucson. Stay safe.